Hello, my dear friends. Today we will start this topic state of matter, page number 4. We know that any matter exists in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. So, a solid has a definite shape, definite volume. For example, pen, pencil, bricks, wood, stones, they have fixed shape, fixed volume. But liquid, they don't have definite shape, but it has a definite volume. If it is 1 liter, it will be 1 liter, but shape will be not fixed. If we keep it in mug, it will take the shape of mug, it will take the shape of bucket, means in which it is kept. Water, milk, alcohol, oil, this and that. Then, gases. The gases have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. Now, this is your kinetic theory of matter. According to this theory tells us that the matter, whether it is solid, liquid, or gases, they are made up of small tiny particles called atoms, molecules, or ions. So, according to kinetic theory, all the matters, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas, they all are made up of small particles, which is known as your atoms, molecule, or gas. And these particles are in constant random motion. We should learn this definition. What are the postulates? What does this law say? This law says matter, it is made up of very small particles known as your atoms and molecules. The component particles of a kind of matter, they all are identical. Means if we take the atoms of iron, all the atoms of iron will have identical, means same to same properties. These particles have some space or gaps between them. This is called intermolecular space or interparticular space. There exists a force of attraction between the particles of matter, and due to this force of attraction, the particles are held together. This force of attraction is known as interparticle force, या intermolecular force of attraction. Particles of matter, whether it is solid, liquid, or gas, are always in a constant zigzag motion, which possess kinetic energy, which increases with increase of temperature. Kinetic energy. What is kinetic energy? In physics, you might have studied the energy possessed by a body during its motion is called kinetic energy. Now, explanation of state of matter based on kinetic energy. What will be the kinetic energy on the basis of state, whether if it is solid, if it is liquid, or gas? What will be the kinetic energy? See, in solids, the particles are closely packed. If particles are closely packed, means there exists a strong force of attraction between the particles, and if a strong force exists, the intermolecular space will be negligible. As a result, molecules or particles are not free to move, only it can vibrate. If you hit a bench in school, or if you hit a table, it will vibrate. Particles will not move here and there. Why? Because they are tightly packed. They can only vibrate. Due to this strong force of attraction, the particles are not able to move here and there. So this makes solid hard and rigid, and it is difficult to compress. We cannot compress a solid, and this compression, this compressed or this hardness or rigidness gives a fixed shape and size. Since the particles are not able to move, since the particles are not able to move, therefore their kinetic energy is very low. But in liquid state, the particles are not very tightly packed, they are loosely packed. As a result, intermolecular force of attraction is weak, and it is weaker than solid. The particles are able to move here and there. Intermolecular force is weak, but intermolecular space is more than solid. Due to this movement, this weak force of attraction makes a liquid flow and take the shape of container in which they are kept. In gaseous state, the intermolecular force of attraction is very and very weak. It is almost negligible. And if the force of attraction is negligible, the particles can move here and there very freely. And so the intermolecular space is very high, and if the intermolecular space is very high, the particles are able to move freely. So, in case of gas, the intermolecular force of attractions are negligible. The particles lie far apart from each other, and the intermolecular space are therefore very large. Therefore, these particles move very frequently. So gases can be compressed. The force of attraction are so weak that particles of gases are free to move within the entire space. जितना उसको स्पेस अवेलेबल है खूब मूव कर सकता है, एंड ड्यू टू movement they will have high kinetic energy. So during motion these particles collide with each other. If it is kept in a vessel, it also exerts a pressure on the wall of the container. As a result, gases have neither fixed shape nor fixed volume. These things we can see that all the substances that can flow are called fluids. Both gases and liquids are fluids. If a container having a liquid or gas is open, both of them can flow, both of them can come out of the container. Gases can flow in all possible directions, but liquid cannot flow upward. It will flow only downwards, means along the direction of gravity. Here are some comparisons. Mass of a solid is definite, liquid का mass is definite, gas is definite. Shape, solid has definite shape, liquid has no definite shape, gases no fixed shape. Volume, solid का will be definite, liquid will be definite, but gases the volume will not be definite. Packing of particles, they are tightly packed, they are closely packed, they are Less closely packed means they are loosely packed. They are least closely packed. Then these are the property which we should know. Then intermolecular space and intermolecular force of attraction. Here force of attraction is very strong, but here is weak in comparison of solid, but here is almost negligible force of attraction. Intermolecular space, yeah, interparticle space in solid is least, but in liquid it is more, and in gases it is very high. Then fluidity, which can flow. So in solids, solid cannot flow, but liquid can flow, gas can flow. Compressibility, which can be compressed. Solid cannot be compressed, liquid. Compressibility, it has negligible compression. It can be compressed, but very less compressibility is there. But gases can be highly compressed, they are highly compressible. Then rigidity, hardness, they are highly rigid, but liquids are less rigid in comparison of solid, but gas, they are not rigid at all. Kinetic energy means energy due to movement, due to motion. So it has least kinetic energy. Why it has least kinetic energy? Because the particles are not able to move. If there will be no movement, kinetic energy will be very less. So in solid, the kinetic energy is very least, but in liquid, kinetic energy is more than solid but less than gas. In liquid, kinetic energy is more than solid, it has higher kinetic energy, but in gases, the kinetic energy is maximum. So, this table you must know about this table. Now, interconversion of state of matter means how the matters are changed from one state to another state, solid to liquid or liquid to gas or liquid to solid, how this is changed from one state to another. This conversion of matter from one state to another state is called interconversion of state of matter. So the phenomenon, the process of change of one state of matter into another state and then back to the original state without any change in chemical composition. One form to another form means one state to another state and then back to original state without any change in composition is called interconversion of state of matter. This is, change of matter can be brought out by two factors. One is when we change the temperature. Change the temperature means either we increase or decrease the temperature or by changing the pressure. See, change of state by changing the temperature. When a solid is, this is common things we have studied from early classes 4, 5, 6. So when solid is heated, it forms liquid. Now liquid on heating changes to gases, and on cooling, these gases, when they are cooled, they become liquid, and liquid on further cooling it becomes solid. So this we are knowing. So No need to explain it more. But this you can go through. This you can go through. Another change of state of matter by changing the pressure. See, gases can be changed to liquid either by cooling. Water vapor on cooling changes to liquid, means changes to water, or gases on compression. Gases on compression, when the gases are compressed, they change to liquid. So pressure is also one of the important factor for the change in state of matter. A gas can be changed into liquid and then into solid by cooling it and by increasing the pressure. Either by cooling, gases can be changed to liquid, or by increasing the pressure. Thus, we can obtain liquid oxygen, liquid hydrogen, liquid nitrogen from gases. So, they can be changed by increasing the pressure or by decreasing the temperature, means cooling down. So air contains mostly nitrogen and oxygen. So when pressure is increased and temperature is decreased, so these gases changes into liquid. In our LPG cylinders, it contains isopropane gas, which contains cooking gas. It is in liquid state. Why? Because the gas is filled in the cylinder at high pressure. Not only these gases, even our earth, the hardest rock under the earth crust, they are in molten state. They also get melt at very high temperature and high pressure. So my dear friends, this is for today. Tomorrow during the live class we will see the next portions. Wish you all the best. Have a good day. Bye.